What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I have a really ugly pair of sneakers, and as a matter of fact, they were so ugly that I wanted to see them in person and get a review out to you guys. And these are the Air Force One Experimentals in the Racer Pink colorway. So these released a couple days ago in my home country, and I was able to cop a pair online. I think the release was pretty limited because I don't think I think like only a handful of stores might have had these uh, offline, but they did sell out instantly. I was able to cop a pair for retail online. And this is part of Nike's N354 collection. And as the story goes, N354 actually derives from Steve Prefontaine, who was an American runner who trained under Bill Bowerman at the University of Oregon. And Steve's best mile record at the time was 3 minutes and 54 seconds, hence the number N354. And what it symbolizes is that apparently Nike has like a separate branch where, or where they release sneakers that used to be like just like concepts or ideas or like, kind of products that like their designers used to play with. So they are incomplete. They might be ugly because they're they carry this kind of deconstructed look or like an unfinished look. And I guess it's kind of Nike's way of kind of celebrating that sort of like mistakes and mishaps that they have at their company. Now, I understand it's a cool story, but I think it is also some marketing bullshit because I don't know. It seems like they kind of like made up. They didn't make it up, but they kind of like came up with other like connections with the story just for the sake of the story. So I mean that's just my thought, but I mean, it is what it is, and Nike's probably the king of marketing, so I guess it works for their company. But anyways, let's dive into these really ugly ass shoes today. Now, as you can see, the upper is basically blatantly in pink, this racer pink color. And what is interesting is that this entire shoe, at least the upper, is constructed using this foam material, and that really adds to that kind of deconstructed and unfinished look to the shoe. And as you can see, all these holes inside the foam, and when you feel this in the hand, it's really smooth and really plush. It's very well cushioned, obviously, because it's just sponge underneath. And what's really interesting is that Nike actually covered this entire foam material with this very I guess like shiny, glossy plastic sheet that is done in this racer pink color. And I don't know, I just can't get the image of the human gum out of my head because of the texture and sort of the color of the shoe, which is kind of gross to see on a pair of shoes, but for some reason they did this, and I honestly don't know why they did it. But anyways, moving further into the shoe, like the mid panels, that just foam material with the pink sheet covering it on top, and then you got this Nike swoosh and this embossed kind of finished. It's like it almost feels like another layer that is padded onto the side of the shoe. And on top of that plastic sheet, you get that N354 branding in white text. I think it's just printed onto that sheet of plastic. And then moving towards the front of the shoe, nothing's different. You get more of that sponge material and then that pink layer on top of it. It's really glossy, and once again, it's really well cushioned. And you can see here like the folded areas of the plastic material here. So they really took it a long way in terms of creating that kind of unfinished DIY look of the shoe. And then that kind of plastic material extends down all the way here, and as you can see, all these kind of unfinished details, and I'm not really sure. You could probably peel this off, but I don't think that's how the shoe was uh, uh, I don't think that was the original intention. I guess this just sheet is just to meant to stay on. Obviously, because if you pull this off, you're gonna have that exposed foam, and I don't know if that's gonna be a very good look for the overall shoe. Now, this interestingly, the foam has perforated holes in the toe box, but the thing is that you got this plastic sheet covering on top of the holes, so basically there's no perforation. I don't know why they left the holes in there, but that's just what they did. I mean, this is just a strange looking shoe. And then here on the lace area of the shoe, you've got that foam eye stay here, covered in that pink sheet, and then you got these white laces factory laced onto the shoe. And what's interesting is that you kind of have this like drawstring with these like yellow lace holders. And I think what happens is that the drawstring extends all the way to the top of the shoe, where you get this kind of like extra lacing system, like with a plastic lace lock here. I'm not really sure how it works, but I guess it's just used for like tightening up the shoe. I'm not really planning to wear this. Okay, so if you press on this pink button, it moves around, and I guess you could tighten the shoe, but I don't know why you would want to do that, because Air Force Ones just fit nicely anyways. And then on the tongue tab, you got that nylon gray tongue with the Nike swoosh logo embroidered in white here, as you can see. I think that's a cool touch. I think that's probably like the best part of the shoe. I really do not like this shoe at all. And then here on the tongue, you got that more of that exposed tongue here, which I don't know, I guess it adds further to the kind of that deconstructed look of the shoe. And the inner sock liner here is done in this kind of like, light pink mesh material here. And what's really interesting is that you got a text printing in the insole, and it says the AF1 experimental type design is based on an oxygen mask used in the Nike Sports Research Lab. And then you got that kind of like off-whitish Nike logo here. And I don't know how this is supposed to resemble an oxygen mask, but apparently it is. So I don't know. Feel free to look it up online, but I don't know if this makes any sense, but it is what it is. And then the insole is basically in this pink color as well. And on the back of the shoe here, you see the heel tab here with the kind of the Nike logo upside down. I would say it's like embossed underneath the layer of the plastic material here. And then you got that bright yellow pull tab on the back of the shoe. And then the heel counter is basically all that foam material with the pink plastic layer on top of it. But you get this Volt green tab where it says N354. This label is your guarantee of quality, which I think is complete bullshit, because I don't know what kind of quality you're talking about. This is basically purposely unfinished shoe, and I don't know how that represents like good quality. I mean, yes, it is nicely constructed in terms of creating that unfinished vibe, but I do not want to wear these in the streets. And then basically the medial side is the same deal, and the outsole is this gum colored outsole. And here you see the typical Air Force One traction pad here, and then on the heel area as well. I like the gum outsole. I think it's a really nice touch here, but again, the overall look of the shoe is not very pleasant to the eyes, so I do not plan on wearing these at all. So wearability wise, I would give it an F. And I mean, if you want to wear these, you're welcome to do it, but I do not want to wear these in the streets. I did try them on feet, and they just basically fit like any other Air Force One. You could go true to size, but you will have some extra room in the toe box area. So overall, it is a pretty roomy shoe. Resale wise, I don't know. I didn't even care to check the resale price, but I highly doubt that there's any premium attached to the shoe. Even though they seem to be quite limited compared to like some other recent Nike releases. And one interesting thing that I wanted to mention is that this package also came with this kind of sticker. I guess it's for the N354 models. It says EST 2010, and then it's got a bunch of designs on the sticker here. Yeah, so that's basically it. I don't know if anyone wanted to see these, but here's a really close-up review for you guys, whoever's interested. And I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel grow, and I'll be pushing more content really soon. Thanks for watching.